culture to partner India's economic growth and its knowledge ambitions, and we believe that our work in sharing the English language, in creating educational opportunities, but also in using culture, can play a special role in the life of cities like Chennai, but also states like Tamil Nadu, and also across the country. And in those 70 years in India, we have every day been inspired by India. We're inspired by its young people, we're inspired by its policymakers, and maybe most of all, we're inspired by its artists. And really, this product, Mix the City Chennai, is our gift back to the city and back to the people that have inspired us so much in the 70 years in which we've been here. What we're trying to do with Mix the City, I hope, is open up the world of music to many, many, many people around India, but also around the world. I hope that we are, in our own little way, democratizing an art form and making it accessible to many, many, many people. We're also, I hope, letting you travel through music, letting you travel a city through its sights and its sounds. We have commissioned Mix the City as part of our Year of Culture, a year in which we are trying to celebrate the relationship, the modern day relationship between our countries, connect with young people and inspire them to build a relationship for the next 70 years. And I really believe that there's no better embodiment, no better way to show what that Year of Culture was really about than Mix the City. It has at its heart a desire to be fun, to create something that you want to share with your friends, but also some incredible user experience and user interface. And that, the simplicity of its design has come from an incredible partnership that we have with British tech companies called Flying Object and Roll Studio. And when you go into the product, what you'll see is that it's very, very simple. You get to choose 12 musicians, 3 of them represented here, who've recorded 2 samples for us, and you choose your samples, you record what you want to make, and then the smart tech behind the app turns that into a unique music video. And we slice into that video some of the most beautiful parts of this city. So you'll see its beautiful beaches, you'll see the Chokla Mandal Artists Centre, Mahabalipuram, and other places that are iconic and standout locations from such a beautiful part of India. So that's really what we're trying to do. We're trying to open up some music making, we're trying to make some conversations about music making, about this incredible city, and we hope that we will excite and inspire people in Chennai, across India and around the world. We've been working on Mix the City for, I think now, maybe 3 years, and over 1.5 million people in 200 countries are already taking part in the platform. And I am absolutely sure that Mix the City Chennai will add significantly to those numbers and excite people all over the world with the music making that we see here. It's a core part, Mix the City Chennai, of the work that we do for our Year of Culture, but culture and education are a core part of what we do around the country. I said earlier that our ambition is to use our work to partner the economic growth and knowledge ambitions of states like Tamil Nadu, but also states across the country and of India. And there are many, many, many more things that we do alongside this incredible digital innovation. So many of you will know that in this city we have a teaching centre and a library with 6,000 members. We've been privileged to partner with the state government to train 125,000 teachers in government schools in Tamil Nadu, and we are running exams, English exams that give people a passport to work or study overseas. We hope that many Chennaiites, people from Tamil Nadu, will be part of the growth that we are seeing in Indian students that choose the UK as a place to study. We saw in the last year a 27% increase in people that choose the UK, and Indian students choosing the UK as a place to study. So we hope that all of this work that we do, whether it's culture and sharing culture, whether it's in sharing the English language or providing opportunities for young Indians to study in the UK, add up to a richer and much more detailed relationship between our countries and between this incredible part of India and Britain. So now we're going to go and ask all of you, what was it like to be sampled and recorded and Mix the City, and what was it like to play with it?
The situation in the city at that time, we weren't able to go for the locations that we had planned earlier, and then I think we just decided a night before as to what we're going to do. It was as crazy as that, right? So but yeah, I think that was part of the.
Where did you record?
This was at Mahabalipuram. Yeah, so this was. We initially tried to do it at one of the shore temples, and then I think we had some issues with the lighting and all that. So then we went right at the beach next to one of the fishermen boats, the catamaran, and then the set ourselves up there. And I think I should say this is probably the most unique recording experience that I had, because I have done a lot of outdoor shoots, but it was quite crazy. I mean, I'm like to have people walking all around and then sitting by the boat, and then I mean, we were all rigged up and sorted out technically, so that wasn't an issue. But yeah, it was quite an experience, and I think I think the producers were very clear as to what they wanted, so it didn't take all that long to give them the ideas, and they were quite happy. I really did have a very good time doing that, and then I think finally I did get to hear what has come off it. Because a lot of time when you do interesting recordings, the big question mark is, okay, what is going to come out on the final product? Because we played quite a bit of stuff, and then sometimes you wonder as to what's being taken and what's being left out, right? And I think what's been picked has been creatively well done, and yeah.
Besanagar, which was more exciting than the Lotus Pond, because there was one place where all these people had gathered together to protest, and they were shouting slogans, and this part, we found one part, quiet, peaceful part, where I'm busy playing violin. So it was lovely, and it was very interesting for me, because to play with precision in that short time was a big challenge for me. So there was some times where I was playing a slow part, there was some times that I was playing really fast. And I was always asking them, which are you going to pick, which are you going to pick? So they said, no, just chill, we'll tell you finally. And when I saw the product, I was amazed. I was really amazed, because each artist was like, I have played for Paul, or Paul is playing with me, or I am playing with Prakash, or Rajesh and me are jamming. And it is so perfect. And I feel like we all had probably, in the same location in different places, and we're signing each other and we're playing. It looks like that. But I think it's a very beautiful thing, because Chennai is the cultural capital of India when it comes to culture, music, and the sounds of Chennai are unique to the world. And I'm so glad that it is opening out to the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Obviously, an impossible task. And that was the most exciting thing for me when I saw the final outcome. Yeah, I had no clue what I played on that day, because it was like Padma said, we had this big Jallikattu protest happening on the beach, and we were just on the other side of the beach doing our stuff. So, but when you see the final product, you're amazed that even as musicians, we could never have come up with something like this spontaneously, because you're always kind of using your education when you get into performing together. But this was, we had no clue what was going to happen. Each one was doing their own thing in their own space. So putting that kind of, I think that's genius. That's really genius. And I'm just happy to be a part of this.